The Philippines is replete with unexplored discoveries. Perhaps the most famous of these is found in the western frontier of the country, an island called Palawan. It is graced by publications to be the world's most beautiful island, and it's easy to see why. Without a doubt, the Nido Resorts has a dominating presence in this area because they have set themselves up as the premier eco-resort that works diligently to be as integrated into its natural surroundings as possible, yet providing travellers with the ultimate luxury experience. In previous episodes, we have showcased 3 El Nido properties: Lagan Island, Minalok, and Pangasinan. Each of these luxe properties particularly highlights a travel trait that appeals to the discerning traveller. Whether it's all-out luxury at Pangasinan, a family vibe in Minalok, or a romantic couple's ultimate getaway at Lagan Island, there is one more El Nido property that we're going to bring to the limelight. Apulit is known as the eco-adventure resort of the El Nido brand, and it's easy to see why. Vast limestone faces surround the property, and these are home to just some of the many adventures you can embark on. I start my morning with rock climbing, and in no time, I'm ready to go. Clinging onto the rock wall, you feel the elements all around you. The heat radiating from the rocks, the gentle sea breeze cooling you down as you exert yourself. And did I mention the view?
Woohoo! Good job! That was so much fun!
Doing action sports like this, it just really adds to that adrenaline feeling when you just see the environment around you. I mean, look at the height of that cliff. And then you see the ocean and you see all the trees, and just really adds to the experience. Apulit Island has 50 water cottages that combine traditional Filipino architectural style with contemporary design. The cottages are built on stilts, perched above the sea with an unobstructed view of Palawan's azure Tai Bay. Surrounding islands, and as you saw, the dramatic limestone cliffs. There are 30 water cottages built around the main cove of the island. One of the coolest features of these water bungalows would have to be right down here. Look how amazing it is. The view is absolutely beautiful. And if you're lucky enough, you might even see a reef shark. The best way to describe your stay at Apulit? You are intimately connected with nature. Whether it's your variety of accommodation choices or where you play, it's all about being one with nature. Obviously, El Nido Resorts is a really environmentally sensitive area. So what do you do to keep it that way?
Yes, you're right with that. El Nido Resorts is actually within a protected area. This means that there are certain rules and regulations that you have to follow when operating in these areas. For example, here in Bacuit Bay and in Tai Bay. So this means that all the operations of the resorts should go through a rigorous process of implementing environmentally sound policies. So it's very important to first have the conservation institutionalized, and then after that you can start doing all the little and big things to conserve and protect the environment.
Great. And how about the guests that are coming here? There's obviously some practices that are in place for them to abide by the environmental policies?
Well, even before arriving into the island resorts, upon landing in the airport, they will see a big signage, which is the 10 El Nidos. So the 10 El Nidos cover the things that you have to do in El Nido in order to make sure that you don't abuse or destruct the environment that we have, as well as the wildlife.
And what was that line that you said before, that on the environmental briefing when guests arrive? What's the line that you say so guests remember this?
Okay, so upon arrival of our guests in the islands, they get an environmental briefing, and at the end of the briefing, the coordinators would tell them, leave nothing but footprints, take nothing but pictures, and bring only memories of your stay with us.
I absolutely love that. That's adorable.
Yes. Yeah, number one is the leave no trace principle. You know, when you visit these destinations, you have to leave it as is, like the same way as how you saw it when you arrived. So that's the leave no trace principle. And I think it also helps to research on destinations who already practice sustainable tourism and patronize these places. So for travelers like us, it's very important to look for green places to support and go to, so that we can encourage more of these companies to also shift into sustainability.
Well, I definitely have enjoyed staying here and learning more about all the principles that you put into place. So thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Now that we've taken a look at some of the best spots in the Philippines to vacation, let's jump over to Southeast Asia's premier luxury destination, the Maldives.